you choose it. This future foundation is built big time from the viewer conversations. New creations.
YouTube, welcome back to another 978 Customs video. And right now we got BIGTIME Spider-Man. Excuse me. We got BIGTIME Spider-Man. I believe this is the third version of this green BIGTIME. But I have done a few BIGTIMEs so far, and I really like the BIGTIME suit. Either that or it's very easy to do, which brings me back to as to why I make so many. But he is a popular costume, and a lot of people have requested me to make them a BIGTIME. I think due to Shartimus Prime's video. What's up, Shart? So I made him again for me this time, but I wanted to make him on a new bullseye body, and that's what I did. I bought a bunch of bullseyes, and I decided to make BIGTIME from it. And I'm really happy with it. I know a lot of people, maybe one or two guys who've been complaining and saying, "Why do you make Spider-Man on a bullseye body? He's too big. The proportions are off." But I disagree, man, because they made $20.99 in this body frame, and I think it looks perfect. And so this is why I decided to use bullseye. I'm playing with the lighting here. It does not glow in the dark like the last one. This is just regular green and black with no shading. It's just flat black, flat green. But I really do like this custom, and I think this is probably my best looking BIGTIME. So BIGTIME Spider-Man, this suit basically allows him to keep track of himself because it renders him invisible, and all you can see are the green stripes, so he can kind of track himself. He can look at his limbs and see where he is. Speaking of limbs, fix these shoulders. We'll go through all the articulation in a few, but I did paint the logo in the last minute. I kind of slack when it comes to painting back logos, so I did that one and another one at the same time. But I do like the proportion size for Spider-Man, so if you want to make a custom like this, just get yourself a bullseye, a spider UK head, excuse me, and sculpt some new eyes, or shade those eyes down however you prefer. These are sculpted. Moving right along, the articulation, it moves just like any other Marvel Legends. See, the arms do go up, and you won't have any issues with paint. They spin around at a 360. You get the butterfly joint. You get a double jointed elbow, although this elbow kind of sucks. And someone, Bone Claws Custom, trying to rain on my parade, who told me that the elbow sucked. And he was right, so shout out to you for that. But I still like this figure and the buck. But the thighs go up. The knees, you get a double jointed knees. You get the splits about that much. Torso, ankles, calves. It's all pretty much the same. I hate doing this part, but I guess it is necessary to show you guys that you can still pose this figure at any pose you want. Most people say keep posing at a minimum, but I am very confident that you can pose this at a maximum without any rub. Whenever I have one of these in my hands, I find myself posing every few minutes. So for me, it's necessary that the joints don't rub, or I feel like it's just a failure. And I know you guys would feel the same way. And also I want to mention, these lines do line up on the arms, but depending on how you pose them, they will slip out of alignment. But again, for me, it needs to be durable. And I do want to make a quality control Marvel Legends test, so bear with me. I'm going to do that, shake it around just like this, and toss them, and just do a whole bunch more violent stuff to it to see how long, or see how it holds up, rather. Those who are familiar with BIGTIME Spider-Man knows he has 3 modes, and this is the power off look. So technically there's 2 different modes, stealth and ultrasonic, or infrasonic actually, and this is just power off. So there's 2 modes, but 3 colors in all. And I like this color. I think this color just pops so much more than the green one. You would expect the green to pop because it's neon and has like a highlighter look. But this one, when you compare it to the green one, I just like it a whole lot more. Someone asked me why didn't I make it white. It's because it's not white, it's blue. Plus I think it being white would make it look too much like the Symbiote Spider-Man or the Future Foundation. So I didn't do it white. I like it blue. I like it green. What do you guys think anyway? Blue or green? Blue versus green. And to get a quick view of the logos on the back, here's the blue one. The blue one has no shading as well. It's just all solid black, solid blue. here's the green one. Same scheme, solid black, solid green. I think the logos do look, I don't want to say identical because it's tough to make anything identical, but they look good enough to look like it was replicated. So I don't know. I'm happy with it. That's all I know. Side by side comparison, I did do the eyes a little differently on the green one. I wanted it to stand out more than the blue one and the red one. So that's why his eyes come more to a point where the blue eyes are more rounded, like the actual comic. So the blue one is more comic accurate, actually. Some dynamic posability for these figures. Again, I have to pose them around. It's just something I do. If they're ever in my hands, I'm just moving the parts around. So I try my best to eliminate paint rub. With these being bullseye and me using black paint, it wasn't too difficult to eliminate paint rub, to be honest. But I do like this pose. I don't see why they'd be two big times fighting, but why not? I know some of you guys are like, enough with the blue, enough with the green, show me the red figure. But before we get into that, let's just do this one last comparison between the blue and the green. To be honest, I wasn't even going to make the red one. I wasn't sure. I made the red one once before last year, and I wasn't impressed with how it looked, but I was determined to make all three just for the fact of having it in the video and presenting all three just to see what they would look like all together. And to be honest, the red one I made this time, I really love it. It's tough. It's not even red. It's like a hot lava. It's tough. It might not even show up on camera, but let's pop that up. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. These are the colors of the rainbow. My bad. That's my son's Scout toy. No endorsements here. They should pay me for that song, though. But red, green, and blue all together for the first time in a pounds 978 life. So it's cool to see all three together. Honestly, I like having them all. Here's the red on its own, and again, the color it may appear red on camera, and it is mostly red. I mean, if you had to identify it with the color shade, it would be red, but it technically is not red. It's more of like like a pinkish orangey red. So it's tough. It's tough to really pinpoint, but I gotta say again, I do love it. None of them glow in the dark. I don't think they have to. I almost want to make a display and use LEDs to illuminate each side from the red to the blue to the green. So I may look up on eBay and find some LED lights. But you can't tell me that these aren't sick customs. Guys, if you like these customs, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to share this around. Show your peoples. Let Hasbro know that we want big time and we want a brand new body mold. We would like them on the bullseye body. I mean, we would even take them on the Pizza Spider-Man body, honestly. It doesn't matter. I think, personally, this looks good for big time. I honestly think this is perfect for big time Spider-Man. So, which one is your favorite? Blue, green, or red? Let me know right here. Click this card. Let me know which one you favor. Is it the blue? Is it the green? Is it the red? Let me know. Here's the backside logos, just to give you the shot of the red because I didn't get to do that. But they all look the same. It's pretty much self-explanatory. They do look pretty identical, except the red one has more of a curve. But the other ones are more kind of squarish. Well, the blue is more squarish, and the green has like an arch as well. So again, they're not identical, but they look equal enough to appear as if they're the same logo, and I'm happy with that. I'm not gonna beat myself up over small details. But there they are, infrasonic, stealth, and off power mode. But we're gonna pull these off to the side for a second and run through this articulation really quick. So, just like the other two, oh wait, I have paint on my hands, as usual, I'm always working. But just like the other two, the articulation will not be restricted. You can do everything that you'd be able to do if it was Bullseye or any other factory-produced Marvel Legend. You can swivel the arm, this butterfly shoulder joint works well, the ab crunch, painted all the way up. So you can do this multiple times without it affecting any paint, I believe. I mean, sure, if you like drop it or put it in your pocket. It might scratch up on your keys. I mean, there's a few things that you can do to cause paint rub, but I mean, from playing with it alone, you might have a hard time scratching it. If I ever applied and got an interview at Hasbro, this would be my presentation. I would say, look, we need 3 Big Times in a 3-pack. It could be a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, next year's HasCon exclusive, but we need the 3-pack, all 3. That would be amazing. I mean, you guys let me know. Is it that serious? Do you want one more than the other, or are all 3 something we want? Me personally, I would like all 3. I'm kind of a completionist, so you can't have one without having all of them. That's just the way I feel. But that's exactly what I would do. I would present this to Hasbro and say, Hasbro, let's do a 3-pack, make some cool box art, and let's produce enough for everyone to get their hands on a 3-pack if they wanted one. It could also be like a Target exclusive or Toys R Us exclusive. Either one, it doesn't really matter. As long as there's enough in production to go around. And to give you guys a quick glimpse of all the logos in the back, they all look pretty similar, except the 2 pigs. They are a bit thicker than the rest. I had a lot more space back there to work with. There's no butterfly joints, so I had a lot more room. The other 3 Big Times on the bullseyes are thinner. You can see the thickness compared to the thin one up top. Overall, I do like the thick ones, though. I think it looks better that way for some reason. Well, my apologies for holding you up this long. YouTube, if you like this video and you want to see more Spider-Man customs, feel free to like, comment down below. Let me know what Spider-Man you want to see next. Please subscribe. Share this around to all your people. Hey. And don't forget to click the notification bell to stay updated with all the new content and videos. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for coming.
Wait a minute, hater, why you always come round watching somebody video only to give a thumb down on YouTube? Top of the morning until the sundown, trolling every account. I notice there's always one clown. Look, I just want to make videos for the viewers. I know I'm not the coolest or slightly even the cutest, but if you do view this, I promise to be the truest reviewer and customizer while adding some smooth music. You choose it. This future foundation is built big time from the viewer conversations. New creations, channel collaborations, how-tos and tutorials, working with no vacations. Just check the notification and watch for the new vid and be the first to write first. Who won? You did. I'm just telling the new kids how we do in this community. Unity proves this. We are all now connected like brothers and street neighbors. From old men to teens, together we screen ages, taking inspiration straight from the comic B pages. See Pound take notes, cause everything he see major.